Hi guys, and welcome to another basement review. Today we're looking at Naruto 647. The title right off the bat is Regrets, which is interesting because we all know that the Hokage that have been resurrected all have regrets of some sort. And almost everybody, you know, who everybody who lives has regrets. Let's face it. They can be really small regrets or they can be massive regrets. But I thought that title was interesting, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. I just wanted to bring that up right off the bat. But we get our first view of the Hokages flying on Gaara's sand, and they make contact with the God Tree. So clearly, they're very close, which is good. You know, we've been looking for the Kage for a while now, and they're here. Next, we kind of get a status report of some of the main characters, and we find out that Shikamaru looks like he's had a little bit of chakra removed by the God Tree, and Sakura's feeling a little powerless right now because she can't do anything because the chakra's gone. They're dead. You know, she can't use her healing ninjutsu right now, and she basically says this isn't even, fighting to the death. This is just dying, is what it is. So even Sakura here is losing a little of the will to fight. And Obito goes on basically saying, "Oh yes, please give up. It'll be easier this way. You won't suffer anymore." And it's funny because all of the ninja in the Alliance are like, "Really? If we give up, you're just gonna let us live?" And it's like, guys, you're fighting in a war. Don't you even know why you're fighting this war? Hasn't anyone told you? If that's the case, your leaders really suck, because you're not just fighting, for territory. You're not just fighting for this, that, and the other thing. You're fighting for the continuance of the world so that the world can continue to exist as it exists. And these guys are like, "Really? I can continue to live?" But thank God for Hashirama. He's there to basically say, hey, if you get caught in that genjutsu, you're as good as dead. It's not gonna be a life. So at this point, all the shinobi kind of like, oh, we're all gonna die. They've accepted the fact that they're pretty much wearing a red shirt on an away mission. The next couple of scenes, we get Sarutobi, and then the Master Cynic arrives, Mr. Orochimaru, and basically Orochimaru insults him. Classic Orochimaru. He also goes on to insult the 5 Hokage who just ended up fighting an Edo Tensei Madara, and it's like he calls them cowards. It's like, excuse me, bud, I haven't seen you do much this war. Have you tried to fight Mr. Madara over there? He's not exactly to be taken lightly. So that criticism I gotta throw out there, because Orochimaru's done shit so far except for Rez the Hokage, who have managed to keep Obito kind of in check here. Orochimaru happens to take a glance at Sasuke, and he can pretty much tell Sasuke's fuming over there because Naruto's come along farther than he's imagined. He's a little worried now. I don't know if he's worried or if he's just a little mad that he's fallen behind again. That was always the thing back in the original series is, great, Naruto's better than me again. Now I have to do something amazing. It just so happens that Garen shows up along with Soigetsu. Almost forgot his name. He hasn't made an appearance in so long. Soigetsu arrives, and Karen's obviously drooling over Soigetsu. Soigetsu is like, dude, that tree over there, that's gonna take a little bit to cut down. No. So we get a little comic relief, which is good, But I believe this chapter has been full of comedy, even if it's unintentional, like the fodder shinobi going, really? But so at this point, Hashirama and Madara kind of have some dialogue, which is very important because Madara goes on to explain what is going to happen. That he's going to basically Madara tells him, hey, you've got 15 minutes to stop that thing over there. And while that's happening, I'm going to kick your ass and somehow use your hermit powers to switch myself with Obito, and I'll be the one to cast it. So we kind of get an explanation that without the QB and the Eight Tails chakra, it takes 15 minutes to launch this Genjutsu. So at this point, Hashirama's like, this is important information. Get me somebody from the Yamanaka clan because I need to be connected to everyone. And he obviously is picking Ino, who can channel the same ability her dad once did. She's able to connect everybody up. First thing we see is the 5 Hokage basically like, Tsunade's like, Granddad? And the only other guy who remembers him is Onoki. So he's like, hey, this is definitely Hashirama Dono. And the fact that he uses Dono shows that he respects Hashirama for what he is. And I'm guessing that he should, considering how much of a beast Hashirama is. So Hashirama goes on to explain the important details of what's going on, and basically is telling these shinobi that are saying, oh, we're gonna die, we're basically fodder, we're the red shirts, that no matter what, you can't give up. And the reason you can't give up is because this isn't just a war against another village. This is a war for the end of the world. That's basically what he says. And, this is Hashirama pep talk time. And he seems to have pulled it off. A lot of the shinobi are like, okay, we'll handle this. But there are some skeptics yet, basically saying, you're dead. We're still alive. Duh. Like, that matters at all. Dude, you don't get it, do ya? These shinobi are just clueless. And there's a reason they're probably just, fodder shinobi. But basically, we get to a cutscene where Naruto just looks outright pissed. He's crying, and he's just got this look of anger in his eyes, and you can tell he wants to do something about this. But before he can do anything, here comes Sasuke to cut one of the god trees kind of branchy thing that's reaching towards the shinobi off. So, and Sasuke basically says, Naruto, you're done already? Dude, I'm just getting started. So, that's good to see that Sasuke is still willing to give us a little bit of competition, which is exciting. It makes the manga more interesting. Not just that he's going to sit back and go, Naruto's better than me. So, that's good. The next thing that's interesting is Ino is connected to all these shinobi. And it just so happens that Naruto, thinking about his past and things he should have done, this is the regret part, that channels across this technique that Ino is using. And everybody gets to feel Naruto's heart, which is obviously important because Naruto, mean, Naruto is the definition of growing up alone, being alone, not having friends. Sasuke being his first friend, and now being reunited, and basically the old Sasuke seems to be back. I say seems to be back, and you know, this is important. He's basically saying, I'm done watching people die. You get a cut to the third, you get a cut to Asuma. I mean, the people, you even get a cut to Shikamaru, who's on death's door, and Itachi and Nagato. You know, you get Grandma Chio, you get Haku, it looks like. I mean, dude, these are all the important deaths that Naruto has grown through. And that's what's important about them. They weren't just normal deaths. These are the ones that he took seriously. You know, that changed him, that, you know, when he had his conversation with Nagato about pain, these are the things that brought the pain. And those are the things that told him he needs to get stronger and better. So now here he is in his strongest form we know of, and it's going to be interesting. You know, he's not going to let Obito do this, obviously. He's not going to have that regret on his hands. So you see Naruto, bang, he's in his strongest form, goes to the Nine Tails transformation, and next chapter it looks like we're going to see some serious shit. But as far as this chapter is concerned, I felt this chapter was actually pretty damn good, considering it was all dialogue. There was absolutely nothing in this chapter except for Sasuke cutting off a branch of the tree that was not dialogue. But the fact is, this was crucial dialogue. This wasn't the waste of time dialogue that we've seen in the past. This is Naruto's motivation of why he needs to stop this thing and why he can't have any regrets. And that's obviously important for you know, us, the viewer, is he's done having regrets. So overall, I got to say this chapter was pretty dang good, considering it was all dialogue, no combat. Normally I like a little bit of mix and match and pull a little of this, but I think this was definitely necessary. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. You'd be surprised, but just seeing a few likes on a video gives me huge motivation to continue making these. So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy. Bye.